Guys, the Lagoon, the checkatrade trophy is a competition for the League 1/League 2 clubs, and of recent years, I believe it started last year. If I'm wrong about that, the year before, they started inviting under 23 sides to play. Now, the reason I made this video is because Spurs said yes, they'll play in it. Chelsea said they'll play in it, one of the best academies of recent years. City the same, and the same in regards to the previous point. So the two biggest, well, best performing academies are playing in it, and Tottenham, who have a great academy as well, are playing in it. Meanwhile, Liverpool, Liverpool, United, and our club Arsenal say no to it, and I'm not happy at all, to be honest with you. Firstly, these same clubs that are rejecting it will then take part in the debate to say, oh, the academy football doesn't work. It's not results driven enough. It doesn't help. It doesn't aid development and things of that nature. Sorry about that, guys. And things of that nature. And they don't get to play against men's foot. They don't get to play against men. And it's complete contradictory, because this gives them a chance. There's group stages where all under 23 sides will play away from home. That means they'll learn they'll learn the level they're at, because for those that are actually too good for under 23s football, they might see that they're not quite as good as they think they are. They'll get to see what could possibly happen if they don't buck up their ideas, and if they don't apply themselves properly. I mean, there's a stark contrast between how Premiership clubs do things and how them sort of clubs do things. They'll have to think quicker. Men's game, they'll have to think proper and stuff like that. It's a results game at the end of the day, so they'll have to see what it's like to actually, people are essentially fighting for their lives, fighting for their careers, fighting for their lives in men's football. Much more to the fact it's a cup competition, so two for the price of one in regards to learning. So they'll get that. And it just makes the transition to men's football for them easier. I mean, if you see what's required at men's football, thinking quicker, the most notable one, when the likes of whoever goes for their Carling Cup appearances or their FA Cup appearances or into the first team, they're less phased, or they're more assured of themselves and things of that nature. It's not the biggest cup, and it's not the most known cup. I mean, I didn't know about it until a few years ago, but on the basis that will be provided with the chance to play men's football and things of that, and what I've said previously, it's a no-brainer for me. They should be playing in that. Why are they not playing in it? Because they're going to go on loan to these same clubs, and some of them are not going to play due to different system styles and all of them things. We're not going to see what I'd like to see, of course, like they have in Spain and maybe some other countries, where the B teams can play in the championship and things of that nature and don't get promoted. I'd love to see that. It seems like the FA and the governing bodies and the powers that be are doing everything they can to not to let that be implemented. So this is somewhat the next best thing. I mean, unless they're not going to let them enter the FA Cup, so why not? That's a good shout, to be honest. They should let them play. There's no excuse, especially Man United and Arsenal. Like, fair enough, but these are two sides that are very vocal on this whole the coaches at Arsenal and United are very vocal on this whole men's football. The gap between men's and academy football is too high, and they're contradicting themselves because they've stepped out of it. Liverpool the same, if I'm honest with you. It's ridiculous, guys. It's a kick in the teeth. And if I was a young pro at these clubs, or at any of these clubs, because it's not just the three clubs I've named. There's about 16 clubs invited, and I don't think everybody's returned the invite. So yeah, if I was one of these young pros, I'd relish the chance. Sure, there's the FA Youth Cup, and if you're one of the bigger sides, you play in the Youth Champions League, and there's of course the Under-23 and Under-18s League. But men's football, imagine actually being Under-23s and winning that men's tournament. It would be amazing, isn't it? You beat men, you've beat some seasoned pros, people that have more years experience than you. So I think that would have been a no-brainer. They could have got some. You can't put a price on the experience they could have gained from that. It's not the biggest cup, it's not the most prestigious cup, but it would have helped. But yeah, guys, the Lagoon, I'm signing out. There's not much more to be said on that front, guys. I'm signing out. Like I said, get in the comments, subscribe. I'm out.